Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Zielonka Hard Mode Challenge. Episode 26, I do believe. Uh, so last time we got all the poplar harvested, got the multi-fruit silo installed, some landscaping done, and I talked a bit about what I wanted to do. One of those things is to turn this into a grain field. Uh, but our next task is actually to harvest this rice. Unfortunately, harvesting in the rain is not a great thing and reduces your yield by quite a bit. So we're going to push time forward until the rain goes away and get a harvesting. I don't believe my tall red trailer will actually work on this. I'm going to actually go check though, just in case. But I can tell basically even from here that it's too tall. But I am going to drive up and find out. Because it would be sad if it worked. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It all fits in the truck anyway. Yeah. That's not going to fit. So, we've all seen rice harvesting a billion times. I will be back when this field is harvested, and probably I will move us on to January when we can sell that poplar and do something fun like go shopping. I may buy another field, but probably not. I will probably just convert that one field to wheat and hope I can afford to buy a harvester and header before then. I guess I could buy just the Massey again, and I've already owned one of those. Well, we could check the sale real quick. Oh man, this Krone Big M is only 200,000. Oh, that's a mower. That's not what I want. Now, I do like this guy. This guy could sit next to, if I had, this is a mother bin, 141. This guy could sit next to, the old field that I'm harvesting for the poplar and really just rock it out. Like, yeah, I could just dump in that and then cart from it. Of course, dumping in that means I would need an auger trailer, a chaser bin to go get that. But so that's a setup that I'm expecting to do eventually as we get more fields. Is to not have to roll back to the silo immediately every time. But yeah, in the meantime, we'll get this harvested up and dumped into the dumped into the truck here and get us on to January. I'll see you in January. Alright, there's a Jaguar TerraTrak in the sale a month early, a month before I wanted it, and I'm going to have a go at grabbing it, as well as the Massey that's in there for 45. If I can get those two, I bet the Massey times out before I actually make it all the way to that, but I'm hoping that the Jaguar does not. I'm going to shut the time down, give myself more of a chance. But yeah, so it's time to sell a bunch of these wood chips until I have enough for the TerraTrak. And if I'm lucky, I'll get it. If I'm not, I'll miss out on it the way I missed out on that Lacotech a few episodes ago. I've had a second thought about that TerraTrak. Another forage harvester will show up eventually, and I'll be able to afford it without rushing off and selling all of my chips at a loss. Things I'm making about 200 less. About 200. I'm making about 2 grand less per trip. I'm just gonna pick up that Massey at 45 grand, which I can do right now. And that'll be worth the effort. I'm gonna sell this one last load here, just so I still have some money in the bank. And then I will get on yeah. Yeah, I did cut across the fields that time because I was in a major flustered rush. But I'll be nice. Stop driving across my neighbor's fields. But anyway, yeah, so rather than force things, I'm going to wait till January to sell the rest of this, aside from this load. Or I might as well just, I've got the Massey, I might as well just wait. I might as well just leave this here and just go move it to January. Lose the Jaguar, but maintain my, well, not dignity, but maintain my plan of diversifying. This thing is pretty banged up, though. Let's go see about getting it repaired. I bet it costs more than 12. No, nice. Okay. Yeah, cool. We still need to think about, well, we still need a header, so I might as well just leave this thing down here until I buy the header, otherwise I'm just going to have to drive it back to pick it up. They won't mind if I park it here, right? Alright, well, false alarm. Anyway, back to it. Alright, that's the stuff. It's 5:55 right now. As soon as I have enough, I'm buying a bigger trailer for carting. Not for on the field pickups, but for these carting jobs, I definitely need something that can handle some weight, some liters, some volume. Yep, that took a long time. A very long time. Oh, gotta actually aim for the spout. We're on our last load here. It's partial load. And as you saw, we picked up that Massey combine. And I also grabbed a header for it. Now the plan is to plant that thing out, plant this field out in canola to feed the oil mill. Although at this point, I think I can afford a planter and a bigger oil mill. Now we got to get the poplar fields or field fertilized. And yeah, maybe pick up another poplar field. I'm not 100% sure on that. Really want a skid steer. Even this little guy can hold a couple of pallets. Was a little iffy with some of the heavier pallets, but we're not dealing with heavy pallets. This guy can pick up bigger things, but he's a lot slower. Top speed is 12, top speed is 18. I think this is a good one for getting pallets around the yard and whatnot. But before we pick that up, because that's still actually more in the luxury realm, before we pick that up, we need a planter, or a actually not a planter. We need a seeder. Now I'm thinking about getting the Badar or Badar. I think that's what it's called. Seeding. Thinking about getting this guy, Bednar. That's what it is. It's got fertilizer. It's got direct drill, and it'll do canola. The things that I require of my seeder. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to get the super big one, but this thing's actually at 6 meters pretty good. I mean, this one doesn't direct drill, although it's quite wide and nice and twice as expensive. Um, this one would last me pretty much the rest of this playthrough, probably. Can I get an additional seed tank on it? Nope, just front weights. So, and it fits within my current horsepower capabilities. So, we picked this guy up. Track loosening tines. I don't know what does that do for us? Does it reduce the seeds? I don't know. We get a bigger tank. Don't need a ridge marker. Those give us anything special? I don't think so. I mean, Some of these things that cost money I don't get. Maybe I guess an experiment would be good to figure it out. But I think I'll go with this setup. And yep. So we'll need a bag of seed and another bag of fertilizer, or two even. And the seed. Oh, well, that's not here for some reason. Lime spreader might be good, but we can skip that for now. I do have I do have the bag carrier. We'll just get all kinds of prepped. Okay, so we've got the seeder, we've got a fertilizer spreader, and it already does fertilizer anyway. We've got the combine, and we're at 139. So we either get more land. Let's look at land, because the more land you've got, the more you can plant at once. And I can hobble along on this poplar and the current setup I've got. It's not ideal, but it does work. We can't afford factories. Go into the more expensive factories. Bakery, spinnery, sawmill, spinnery, more spinneries, dairies, cereal. Yeah, the next oil mill is 240. And if we go look at the map, reserve food, carpentry, cement, biogas, bakery, grain mill. Is there even an oil mill on this map? Debris. That's the train. That's a grain. That's train as well. That's train. That's a lumberyard carpentry sawmill thing. Back here at the cement factory. The spinnery. Soup. Dairy. Farmer's market. Is there no oil mill on this map? Or am I just being blind? Piano, huh? That's interesting. Animals. I might just be being blind here. But yeah. There is apparently no oil mill on here that I can find anyway. So yeah, so we would need to buy that oil mill and place it at 240. We're gonna need to buy that oil mill and place it at 240 because our little mini one isn't gonna support these things. So this isn't gonna get us to 240. Each one of these trailer loads full is worth about 20,000. So we need to save for that, but at the same time, we can make things easier for ourselves. At least on one level. We're gonna want that thing anyway. When we buy more land, that's more, we buy more land, that's more throughput and more money. Whether we put down more poplar or put down grain of any kind. So I think I'm going to spend this money on more land, and we will worry about getting that canola processed when we harvest it and everything later. Anyway, we get this parked up somewhere. We kind of need a new shed. But in the meantime, somebody's planted something here. Now I have the hiccups. Yeah, I don't have anywhere to stash this thing right now except kind of out in the yard, I guess. All right, land. What do we got going here? Let's look at what's... They got barley in that one. But, we got any canola already? Not nearby, apparently. But we got wheat, barley, oat. What's that yon yellow one? What are you? I gotta go see what that is. I don't even know. Sunflowers harvested. Okay, that makes sense. Right, so how much? 149, not quite in our budget. Might be nice to own the fields right around us, but then again, might be nice to own, let's see, 80 and 50. We can get both of these actually. That one's already been planted for us in barley. And that one we can plant up maybe in poplar to replace our loss of from there. Or maybe we'll run something through it. Who knows? We'll see. But owning these guys will give us everything along the road across the street from our farm, including a little bit more land there. Okay. Well, we've bankrupted ourselves again. Okay, so this guy here, we need to get loaded up with our seed and our fertilizer if we don't break it driving on it. Oh, right. I'm pretty sure this thing has to be unfolded in order to... Yeah. We'll fill her up. Or at least part way. Okay. Now we'll fold her up. And get her home. Right, I don't think we can plant right now. I don't think we can plant anything in January worth anything. Right, so we'll be able to plant our canola in August, which is a ways away, but it's okay. And then over time we'll be able to buy the oil factory and yeah, because that was like 240. We might even be able to put it at the head of one of these fields I just bought, or maybe not. Maybe it's too big. I'll go check that once we're down there. I mean, just to kind of prep, to have foreknowledge whether I need to think about buying another piece of land or whether it'll fit right here. So construction, oil mill. I believe these things are pretty big, but not that big. Nice. All right. Yeah, you would work out just fine right there. Although you'd work out even better over here if I were to level this out some more. I mean, honestly, I could just get it set up right along here and dump in one place or the other. I'm not sure where the output is on the back there. So we would probably want it actually more like this. And maybe like right over here would be a fine place to put it. Oh, we'll just get it. We'll spend some money to level that up. And then smooth it down. Yep, that'll be good. Is this the smaller, is that the biggest one, or is that like some other size? Paper, cement, potato, wait, two different potatoes. Interesting. Well, anyway, no planting right now, but I am going to plow that under, well, not plow it, but I am going to plant that under with canola in August, and maybe we'll get another harvest out of it. I doubt it, but you never know. If we do, I'm going to want all this junk to be out of the way, though. So I'm actually just going to put this planter, like, over here for now. And we can't afford the rest of that stuff. June or July is when the oil is ready. So I'm not going to worry about that for now, although I will go push it. We'll go push it out of the way. Yep. All right. Well, that's good. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. And good night.